5 seconds to go. Start. At the outset, I congratulate you all for clearing the civil services examination and joining this prestigious service. As India progresses through the Amrit Kal, officers like you have a great responsibility to give your best for creating a more transparent, accountable, and efficient governance system in the country. We know that the Indian corporate law service officers act as regulators of the corporate world. You also are facilitators for the growth and development of business and industry in India. Ease of doing business, Startup India, Stand Up India, along with Digital India and Make in India are some of the programs for strengthening the business ecosystem in the country. Therefore, your job is extremely important as you have to ensure good corporate governance while encouraging and promoting the development of industry and entrepreneurship. Dear officers, in a rapidly changing national and global economic landscape, you must gain expertise in your domain and keep yourself abreast of the latest developments in the field of commerce, industry, and corporate governance. As you step into your roles, always remember that your actions will have a significant impact on the industrial and governance ecosystem of the country. You should maintain integrity while you navigate your way through the framework of corporate governance. Good corporate governance is of great relevance and significance today. It would be your duty to ensure that companies are managed in the best interests of shareholders and other stakeholders. Through efficient governance models, you must ensure that the corporate entities follow an ethical culture and respect the rights of stakeholders. Effective corporate governance is also necessary for long term sustainable growth and inclusive development of the country. Various regulations are in place in our country to ensure that enterprises follow good corporate governance practices. You must do hard, smart, and sincere work to enforce these regulations for the larger good of the citizens. An important aspect of good governance in any field is gender equality. I am told that Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI have brought out regulations that encourage the presence of women directors in top management positions, but the corporate sector should promote gender equality at all ranks in the companies. As young and bright civil servants, you must work with a sense of responsibility towards the citizens of the country. The expertise in Companies Act or knowledge of financial laws is fundamental for your efficient functioning. You must also imbibe a spirit of service towards the nation and its people. As you embark on your journey, remember that your commitment to the well being of the fellow citizens should be unwavering. You should uphold the principles of transparency, fairness, and accountability. Dear young officers, as you take your first steps into this noble profession, you should be inspired by the legacy of those who have served before you. You should remember that the country has reposed faith in you, and your actions should reflect the values and aspirations of our nation. In a few days, India will be hosting the G20 summit, which showcases India's rising stature at the global level. You must be proud that you will be contributing in a big way in the efficient and transparent functioning of India's corporate sector. The world is looking upon India, and you have to live up to the expectations of the country. I am confident that with your dedication and commitment, you will work towards the making of a prosperous and developed India. May you contribute significantly to the progress of our great nation during this Kartavya Kal. In the end, I extend my best wishes to you all for your bright and productive future. Dear probationers of various services of Indian Railways, I take this opportunity to welcome you to Rashtrapati Bhavan. I congratulate all of you for your selection in various services of Indian Railways. It is through a lot of hard work and determination that you have charted your career paths. Now that you will be serving in important positions in the Indian Railways, I will call upon you to understand the great significance that your organization bears on our social life. It is always a delight to listen to the training experiences and to understand the perspective of the young officers. I have met and interacted with probationers of many services. One thing that is common among all our young officers is that they are bright, vibrant, multi talented, full of new ideas, and committed to take the country to greater heights. Dear officers, Indian Railways, as we all know, is the lifeline of the nation. Millions of passengers daily reach their destinations through the trains. Apart from being the employer of lakhs of people, it is also the carrier of dreams and aspirations of millions. At the same time, the Indian Railways is the backbone of not just the Indian economy but also of India's unity and socio-cultural diversity. It is the responsibility of the young officers like you to carry forward the rich legacy of the railway ecosystem and strive to make Indian Railways the provider of best quality services in the world. During your training, I understand that you already have gained knowledge and skills related to your respective domains. I would like to emphasize few important points. Technology is the driving force in all fields today. For Indian Railways, which caters to the needs and demands of millions of people every day and transports millions of tons of freight every month, harnessing technology to the best extent possible is a must. I am happy to know that Indian Railways have shown excellence in administrative and technical fields by being innovative and adaptive. Its initiatives such as railway electrification, increased freight loading and revenues, and the development of indigenous semi high speed trains are steps in this direction. I am also happy to know that Indian Railways is collaborating with other organizations and agencies to provide a seamless end to end service to the customers. I am glad that Indian Railways have set up the Gati Shakti Vishwavidhyalaya, which is a first of its kind central university in the country that focuses exclusively on transport and logistics sectors. I am confident that this university will create a pool of best professionals in engineering, transport economics, supply chain management, and other fields. Dear young officers, you have joined service at a time when India is playing a role more significant than ever in global affairs and showing the path to the world in many areas. You have to contribute in charting a new path in technological advancement of the country by devising new applications and systems for people friendly and eco friendly transportation system. People who travel in trains carry with them the memories of their journeys. India has always followed the tradition of Atithi Devo Bhava, which resonated with the world leaders also during the just concluded G20 summit. I urge you all to treat the customers especially the passengers, as your guests and provide the best service and best experience that they can cherish. You must work towards increasing facilities for the senior citizens and differently abled. I would also like to underline the need to ensure safety of passengers by all means. With the advanced technology and artificial intelligence based applications, efficient and foolproof systems should be designed, giving utmost priority to rail safety. I am happy to know that Indian Railways has taken several green initiatives, including electrification of railways, improving energy efficiency, acquiring green certification for stations installations, and switching to renewable sources of energy. I am sure that you, young officers, will be the real drivers of all these initiatives and will ensure their timely implementation to achieve the goal of green railways and sustainable transportation system. In the end, I wish you all the success in your future endeavors. May you bring glory to your service and the nation. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Stop.